Anxiety affects everyone. In a highly pressured society, it seems like there is no limit to the number of things to worry about. With our relentless 9-to-5 jobs, our stressful relationships, and uncertain futures, stress builds and we end up ruminating and repeating our same old worries for hours on end. We worry about the judgment of strangers, friends, and even family. Or maybe we've been stuck in our heads for so long that it suddenly dawns on us that our life hasn't been going in the direction that we wanted. We aren't the person we wanted to be. And then this causes more anxiety. Why is it that we are slaves to our own minds, and that so many of us experience incessant worries? It's all down to the fact that our brains have evolved for survival purposes. When we encounter a dangerous stimulus, an area in the brain called the amygdala begins the fight or flight response. Our brain releases many stress hormones into our bloodstream. This causes our blood pressure to rise and our heart rate to increase, allowing for increased athletic ability. The fight or flight response was essential when living in the wild, where we were constantly surrounded by threats to our existence. However, humans went through a rapid evolutionary period. Improved communication skills meant we could build self-contained societies safer from threats. Due to this quick transformation, our brains kept its old survival way of thinking, even when this was no longer necessary. Fear was advantageous for survival reasons, yet now it often goes into overdrive and can hinder us more than it helps us. As part of our survival system, we also imagine a lot of potential problems. This anticipation provokes a similar biological response to experiencing the stimuli in real life. Stress hormones swim through our body regardless of our imagined fears happening or not. Overuse in the survival system can lead to constant worrying over things that do not actually threaten our lives. If someone with social anxiety was to give a speech in front of 100 people, then the palms of their hands might sweat, their chest become tight, and the temperature of their body rise. Huge panic would engulf their body. Now, is the fight or flight system helping here, or are they suffering for no real gain? Exercise, nutrition, and cognitive behavioural therapy are vitally important for reducing anxiety. Mindfulness meditation is a relatively new method being studied in Western psychology and neuroscience. Many modern scientific studies show that mindfulness meditation has meaningful impacts on reducing anxiety. Mindfulness practices have even been introduced into official national mental health care programs. Researchers at Stanford University took participants who had never meditated before and taught them mindfulness meditation. The participants meditated every day over 8 weeks, averaging 27 minutes a day. Afterwards, they reported feeling less anxious, and there was empirical evidence to prove it. Remarkably, after only 8 weeks, there were physical, structural changes in certain areas of the brain. Under MRI brain scans, these people showed significant decrease in amygdala activity, the area of the brain associated with high activity in chronic worriers. Another Stanford study compared techniques for reducing negative emotions in people with social anxiety disorder. Participants were instructed to use both breath-focused meditation and distraction-focused attention. The distraction-focused attention was done by counting down from a 3-digit number. The experiment found that distraction-based techniques to have no positive effects, whereas breath-focused attention was found to actually help in reducing social anxiety symptoms. The results suggested that mindfulness-based stress reduction might help in attentional deployment. This is an emotion regulation process of the brain. Here, attention is diverted away from emotional stimuli and negative self-talk. One study from Johns Hopkins University even stated that meditation could be as effective as antidepressants. Think about that. A sitting daily practice potentially equal to prescription drugs in reducing anxiety. Now, how does the meditation process help to reduce anxiety? Anxiety is fueled by racing thoughts. Meditation helps to quieten these thoughts. We become anxious by fixating and mentally rehearsing potential problems over and over. Meditation is fantastic in bringing us back into the present moment. Focusing on the breath improves the mind's ability to deploy its attention to the here and now. Activity of the amygdala quietens down as our brain is no longer trying to work out whether we have to fight or flight. Inevitably, our thoughts do come back, so whilst we can quieten the mind, we also have to learn to cultivate a non-judgmental attitude towards our thoughts. Observing our thoughts from a third-party perspective allows us to pause and become aware of what is going on in our brain. Our thoughts are no longer in autopilot mode. We are able to see the futility of our brain racing over the same problem again and again. We also label our emotions, just like a curious scientist might do. This has the effect of reducing the strength of the emotions and their hold on us. Meditation is not a magic pill, so don't expect miracles after one session. But like anything worthwhile getting good at, meditation takes practice. Turning meditation into a constant practice can have remarkable impacts on your life. So try it today. Get rid of that anxiety that is holding back your enjoyment of life. I'm just starting out, so it would help me a lot if you could either give me a like or a subscribe, or alternatively, comment and just tell me what you think I can improve. Thanks very much.